Hello guys and welcome back to the Cedi Investor. In today's episode, I have 5 bold predictions. I'm giving my 5 bold predictions for the rest of 2025. How is the Ghana stock market and the general investment space going to perform for the rest of the year? I have 5 bold predictions that I'm going to give you guys. And you can comment down below what you think about these predictions, and also comment down below your predictions as well. Now, these are bold predictions, meaning it's not something that everyone should know, like maybe saying something like MTN is going to make profits after the end of the year. I mean, of course, like everyone knows that MTN is definitely going to make profits at the end of the year, so I don't really see that as a bold prediction. If you guys really enjoy watching these types of video, I'll really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel and like the video as well. Now let's start with our first prediction, and honestly we are starting on a very strong foot, and that is MTN Ghana will close the year above 5 Ghana cedis. Now, out of all my predictions, I feel like this is the most boldest one. Is boldest the word? I'm using it. I feel like this is the most boldest one out of all the predictions that I'm giving. So, I think at the end of the year, I would compare and see how all these predictions, if it came to pass or not. But I feel like this is the one that I'm a bit hesitant on as to if it's really going to happen or not. Now, we all know MTN Ghana, Scalcom PLC. And I'm sure if you guys have been watching this channel for a while now, you should know my thoughts on MTN. I'm very bullish on MTN. I think it's the definition of the perfect stock on the Ghana Stock Exchange, because when you look at the core operations of MTN, all its business is growing. We have data growing massively. It's everywhere you go. It's the market share, the most dominant player when it comes to the telecommunication space in Ghana. We also have mobile money, another brilliant part of MTN's business. It has been growing massively year on year. It grew about 30% last year, and its trajectory is just going up and up and up. So I don't really see any issue when it comes to the core revenue sources of MTN. It's growing its free cash flow, it's growing its dividends, earnings per share. The company has literally little to no debt, and it continues to partner with players that ensures that it's always at the front line, providing the best of products and services, the most efficient of products to its clients. So I'm very much bullish on MTN. It's trading at an all-time high now at around 3.95 Ghana cedis, and to say it will go or it will end the year above 5 cedis, I feel like I'm being too bold. I would say that the last time I did analysis on MTN, its fair value was around 4 cedis, 10 pesos, around that area. So I don't mind it trading around that side. I've already given my thoughts on MTN, a lot of videos explaining what I think on it. Especially, I feel like it's one of the best stocks to buy as a long-term investor, because when you look at the growth trajectory on all its top line, bottom line, is one of the best stocks on the Ghana Stock Exchange. So yeah, I'm saying it now. I feel like MTN will end the year. Let me just change it. Let me just say 4-5. I feel like 5 cedis is too bold. Yeah, but that is my first prediction, and we'll see what happens towards the end of the year. Now let's move on to my next bold prediction, and that is Farm Milk Ghana will join the 1 billion club. There's a few companies on the Ghana Stock Exchange that have made 1 billion Ghana cedis in revenue, and I think Farm Milk Ghana is going to join that particular set of companies at the end of this year. The company has not done 1 billion Ghana cedis in revenue, I think, since it joined the Ghana Stock Exchange, and I think this year they are finally going to be doing it. Farm Milk is another company that I own in my Cedi farm portfolio. I'm also quite bullish on this company, especially since they changed things around. I made a video previously explaining my thought process on Farm Milk, how they've changed a lot of things about the company, trying to focus on being more profitable and efficient, and I think they've done a wonderful job at that. When it comes to its product, I mean, it's a household name at this point. Almost everyone uses this product. I think they've done a wonderful job when it comes to marketing of the product. It's really everywhere, and everyone likes it. I don't know. I've not really met anyone who doesn't like farm milk. Maybe you can comment down below if you don't, but then I feel like everyone does like it. So I'm really impressed with the board, and I like the fact that they are being very efficient, trying to cut down their costs and be a little bit mindful when it comes to improving their margins. I think their profit margin has improved over the years, and I'm really impressed. I'm looking forward to the subsequent quarters to see what they continue to do, and I'll continue updating you guys on farm milk. So that is my prediction. I feel like, based on how they've been able to market the product and how efficient they are being with their costs, this year they are going to do 1 billion Ghana cedis, and that is my second bold prediction. My third bold prediction is that Treasury bill rates will drop below 8% and will remain below 8% at the end of the year. Now, this, I'm not saying all my other ones are predictions, but I'm telling you, this is a spoiler. One of my main man right now, my G be the finance minister. At force at this, if my senior man at the salute and pass. I like how aggressive he has been with the rate cuts. Even in periods where there's high maturing treasury bills, months to go cut up. Like, he doesn't really give a shit, because I feel like and it kind of makes sense. The governments right now are not doing a lot of like major spending, because I think they've pushed most of the projects to next year, so there's not really a need to borrow that much, right? So I like the fact that he continues to bring rates down. He should talk with BOG governor, because I don't like the fact that BOG bills are still high, and I'll probably talk more about that in my next prediction. But for treasury bills, I feel like I think the last auction results, it was about 9.5 or something like that. People think maybe closer to the end of the year it will start inching back up, but I disagree. I feel like it's going to go below 8% and to remain there. So that is my third prediction, my third bold prediction. Comment down below what you think about that. Now, up next, let's talk about the next bold prediction. We have Ghanaian banks Q3 and Q4 2024 revenue will be missed. What do I mean about that? My bold prediction is that the revenue that banks will make in the last quarters, that is Q3 and Q4 of 2025, will be less when you compare it to Q3 and Q4 of 2024. Now, why am I saying this? I'm doing this based on my previous prediction that treasury bills are going to fall below 8%. I already made a video explaining my problems with banks, so you can watch that if you haven't watched it, and I think it will give you more insights into what I'm trying to say. One of Ghanaian banks' major revenue source is investments in securities, the returns they make from that. Now that interests are going down, you expect that revenue from that particular investment in securities is going to drop substantially. Now, when that happens, banks now have to rely more on interest on loans, which a lot of Ghanaian banks are not going to do. So based on that, my bold prediction is that banks for Q3 and Q4, they are going to make way less than they did last year. The only thing that I see preventing this from happening is Bank of Ghana bills. It is currently still at 25%, and the governor has been coming to auction like about a few times now. I hope he brings it down, because at this point in time, he's just trying to baby Ghanaian banks, which I don't like. So, Mr. Governor, if you are watching this video, and I know you are, if you are watching, I beg you, that 25%, bring it down. I know you want it to maybe be aligned with maybe MPC, but we know MPC is going to go down. Even if it goes down by 500 basis points, that's like 20%. Or if it ends the year at about 18%, you should cut it. So I beg you, bring it to me, just cut it by 1,000 basis points, right? So bring it to like about 15%, yeah, for banks. And based on that, if you are able to do that, my prediction will be a success. so that the banks won't be focusing on Bank of Ghana bills. Definitely, finance minister is not going to allow them to do that on treasury bills. Maybe if bonds, but I'm not sure bonds will even trade above 20% if government starts issuing new bonds. And repos too will be limited. So Bank of Ghana right now, everything they you talk, I beg, bring things down. Now my final bold prediction is that the Cedi fund portfolio will outperform the Ghana Stock Exchange Composite Index, and we will be there to see it. We will be there at the end of December 2025. I'll make another video comparing all my predictions and the performance. Did they come to pass or not? And at the end of the year, I am very confident. Another book, and I'm going to say it's not a prediction, it is a spoiler, that the Cedi fund portfolio will outperform the GSC Composite Index. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I started a portfolio when I started this channel, a new portfolio that I normally give updates on. My goal for that particular portfolio is to outperform the composite index and any other benchmarks in Ghana. And I feel like I'll be able to do it at the end of the year. So if you're interested in things like that, if you're interested in starting investing in Ghana, definitely subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share to people you think might be interested. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what you think about these bold predictions of mine, and also comment down below what your bold predictions are. What do you think will happen in the investment space in Ghana by the end of the year? I would really love to know. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Peace.